Hiya, YouTube. Yeah, I don't know if you remember me. So, like, this isn't really a thing I do anymore. I don't really know what's going on YouTube anymore, and I'm kind of a washed up YouTuber. It's okay. I let it happen. I super just got in the vlogging spirit. So I thought, like, why not? Why not make a vlog for old time's sake? Like, how about it? So I am. But I don't really feel like I belong here. But I decided to not let that hinder me from making a vlog because, yeah, like, I don't really do this anymore. But it hasn't ever been a thing that I've actively said, I'm not doing this thing anymore. So I can do this. So settle in. Grab a cup of something. This is coffee. I was talking to my mom the other day. She told me that she can't drink coffee after noon, after like 12 p.m. Or she can't sleep at night. And my response to that was, gee, like, I wish I could drink any sort of caffeine and not expect to have the symptoms of narcolepsy. I'm just chronically tired. My camera was broke all summer. That is a desperate form of separation anxiety I would not wish. Well, yeah, this phrase doesn't really work because I wouldn't wish like bad things on anybody. Maybe like a more appropriate phrase would be, that sense of separation anxiety is not a pain that I would wish upon masochists or recommend to masochists. Yeah, that works. Recommend for masochists. I like that. Let's stick with that one. Besides not having my camera all summer long, I also turned 22 years old. And I'm really glad to be out of the 21 years old woods because now when various people ask me my age, their responses aren't like or equivalent to some of the following. Oh! Hey! Whoa! Ooh. I really hate all of those. Because, like, I know what you're thinking, but no. However, I was worried about how I was gonna feel the first time I shopped at Forever 21 after turning 22. But then I was like, nah, I'm probably fine. It's just gonna be like the time that I read the July 2000 issue of 17 magazine after I turned 18. And there's a whole nother bright side to this whole thing about being 22 years old, and that is that I have been taking full advantage of singing Taylor Swift's 22 using the entire range of my vocal cords at any moment's notice. I did the Minneapolis 48-hour film project over the summer. I was like filmmaking as a sport. I fell asleep on set during one point. When you pass out, you pass out. And if you pass out behind the bed that they're filming the character in, it's like, whatever. Like, it's kind of cool because when you're watching the final product, you know, like, hey, like, if the camera just tilted down, I would be right there. Throughout that project, though, I was making the most annoying joke over and over again. Because I like to beat dead horses. It all started when me and my biffle for life, Billy, and I were concepting the story. We had the horror category, so I was like, you know, spitting out words about, oh, this couple, they're like running through the woods and then they're, you know what happens, duh. Like, we didn't end up doing that because we had to check the weather and there was like a torrential downpour and you don't really want to bring 1K Aries out there and then scramble to save them when you only have 48 hours to do this thing. So it's like, what? Okay. So I'm describing the couple running and they get away from the bad guy and they're running out of the woods and then they peace out that mother. I had been waiting to use that phrase for so long, and then I had this golden shining opportunity and I took it and I ran with it and I used it to describe people running. And it was awesome. And it was so awesome that I just kept using it throughout the entire 48 hours. And at one point Billy was like, okay, you can't use that again until at least, you know, 12 a.m. or something. Like, we have to stop. And I respected that rule. I made it. I did it. But then at one point during principal photography, another golden shining moment came about. And I'm not one to pass up those moments because our crew member, Zach, and dear friend was waiting for a call from, his sister to see if his sister had a baby yet, and you know, we like all knew this. So at one point, you know, I was just checking up on him, like asking, hey, are you an uncle yet? Did that baby piece out that mother? But no, not at that point yet, no. Too good. Closing thoughts. This was really fun. Let's play a game. I have a game to play because I've been playing this game by myself and it's not going well. And I feel like you guys could come up with much more creative things than I could. And I feel like I should just put this out there because it could be a lot of fun for other people. I'm just not coming up with very creative answers for this, and I want to make a list. In this game, you take a company's name. It has to be more than one word long of a name. So you take the company's name, you replace one word of it, and then you still say their slogan afterward. So like, for example, the best one I've come up with, which isn't even that good, is instead of Home Depot, Taco Depot. Let's do something. I don't know, that entices me. I want to do something at Taco Depot. I want to do a lot of things at Taco Depot. I'm hungry right now. I'm gonna go and eat some soup probably because I have some soup in my fridge that I should probably eat before it goes bad because that would make fiscal sense, and yeah. And that's what I'm about these days. Unfortunately. I like this kind of bills, you know, not the ones that come in the mail that I have to actually pay, and tuition. Bye!